All right, the next question is, what if I tend to be a binge eater and I emotionally just gravitate towards food? Well, there's two things I'd like you to consider. Number one, are you turning towards binging and emotional eating and that sort of behavior because you are nutritionally deprived, or you've been pushing your body in a dieting manner that has given too few calories, too few nutrients, that your body cannot continue on? There is a point where your body breaks and willpower cannot carry you through. And at that point, you then go headfirst into the, whatever food that is for you. That is the case for some people. For other people, they recognize it is an emotional eating coping mechanism. It's how they cope with fatigue, with stress, with anger, with things not going our way. You just wake up one of those days, you're like, things just are happening to me and nothing is going my way. So that's more of the problem, okay? And I recognize this, and you guys have been around Body Buddies long enough, you know that is my story. So my heart goes out to every single one of you who's worried about that, because you don't want to sabotage this. You know the science, you know how important it is once you go low carb to not go go crazy into the carbs. And so my encouragement is, why not test it? Because the reality is, if you're going to binge and emotionally eat, you're gonna do it in the first week. So you probably won't even truly be in keto, and it really won't be as bad as if you were, let's say you were in keto for 5 weeks and then you binged. The other thing is, and I've coached over 5,000 people, guys. I know how people's brains work. And the reality is, if you do not have, number one, a backup plan, you're gonna fail. You've got to have at least 5 to 10, I'm not kidding you, 5 to 10 foods on a 3x5 card of what you're gonna eat when you're ticked off, when you're sad, when you're depressed, when it's a crappy day, when you wanna just go scream at the world, when everything sucks. Here are your top 5 to 10 go-tos. You have to tell your brain what to do, because your brain in that emergency, stressful situation absolutely will not make the best choice. It's going to ride the past neurological wiring that you've given it. It's called coping. It's how addiction works. This process of making sure your go-tos are there will be your best bet. And then the second thing is making sure that you are very active in our Facebook community when you're inside the challenge. That is where it is won. That's where challenges are won, is in the communication, the accountability, knowing you're going to make a post, you're going to go in there, you're going to applaud other people. Every challenge I've run since we began running them in 2013, that is how they work. It is the community aspect. So when it comes to emotional and binge eating, I would say go for it. Let's get some parameters in place, and absolutely take advantage of my buy one, get one coaching offer on the second step when you register for this challenge.